Hey there everyone, it's RB Kelly. Welcome to day 2. Now if you've ever wanted to be likable, I hope you watched yesterday's video. And if you didn't, you should pause, click back, and then come back to this video afterwards. Because today, we are about as far from likability as you can get. We are talking about authority. Now authority is crucial if you want people to trust you, if you want them to believe in you, if you want them to obey or listen to you. You need to be able to show authority so that they're willing to cooperate with you. Now you can have all the likability in the world you want, but if you don't have any authority, people aren't going to listen to you. They're not going to take you seriously, and they're not going to treat you with respect. So while it is very important to develop likability, likability only gets you so far, and you need authority in addition to your likability in order to actually get things done. So, what is authority? Basically, authority is all about looking and sounding like you should be in charge. Like you know what you're doing, you know what you're talking about, and you're broadcasting these nonverbal signals so that other people believe that too. Now, of course, there are a lot of body language cues, vocal cues, and verbal strategies you can use to increase your authority. But we've only got a few minutes and you're going to have to pay me for all the details. So let's talk about some of the basic ideas behind authority. One of the very first things we want to see in a person in order to assume that they have authority and give them authority is trustworthiness. Now you see this a lot in the job market because most people, I believe it was 70% of people who quit their jobs said they weren't quitting their job or their business, they were quitting their boss. And that is the damage that can happen if you've got someone in charge who shouldn't be in charge or who doesn't know how to properly show authority and likability, and the others we'll talk about later, is that they drive people away. So to really give someone authority, you need to be able to trust them. This kind of ties back to the idea we talked about yesterday of likability. Part of likability is making people feel safe. Well, it's the same with authority. If people trust you to keep your word, to get the job done, to take care of them, they will go with you all the way. But if they feel like you're hiding something, if they feel like they're not getting the whole story, or if they feel that you are going to stab them in the back, take the credit, what have you, they won't give you authority. They won't trust you. They won't respect you. They can't because you're coming across as someone who's a danger to them. So if you want to be a leader, the very first thing you need to do is establish that you are trustworthy. And yes, there are nonverbal cues that you can use to show that, which if you hang out with me and you watch the videos I put out, we'll get to a lot of those eventually. So hold your horses on that. Next, in order to give someone authority, you need to feel like they are both confident and competent. And here's the difference. So confidence is like a mask that people wear that says, I believe in myself, I have a plan, I believe it's going to work. And there are certain body language cues that people use to say, I am confident, I believe in me, and you should too. Then competence is like the next layer beneath the mask. Not necessarily the real person or the real performance, but the next layer, where behind this upfront level of confidence is the quiet competence that I can get the job done. And if you've ever met someone and thought, wow, they seem like they really get things done, you've noticed their competence. Now there's a subtle distinction between the two, but they also mesh together very well. So you need confidence and competence in order to win the authority from other people. Finally, there's a certain level of assertiveness that we expect a leader to have. I'm not at all saying that leaders are over there steamrolling over everybody, getting their way, shouting down ideas. No. Those are behaviors that lead to losing employees instead of leading employees. What I mean by assertive is that a leader is willing to put themselves out there. They are willing to say what they think. They are willing to give honest feedback. They are willing to stand up for their people. And so if you're not assertive or you haven't been taught how to be assertive, it is really hard for you to be honest with people when you feel like what you're saying might be impolite or hurtful. But along with the glory of being a leader, there comes the responsibility of doing it well. And in order to be a good leader, you have to be able to tell the truth. And that's what being assertive is all about, being able to say what you truly think. But assertiveness, if you don't have that trustworthiness aspect where, yeah, you can tell the truth and it might be a hurtful truth, but the trustworthiness aspect comes into play where you will still make people feel safe. It's like a safety net to catch them after you knock them off the tightrope with your assertiveness. So you need to be able to tell people the truth, but still make them feel safe. And those are some of the strategies that we talk about with my clients, where we dig into exact situations and general strategies. So that is authority. Now, as you're thinking how you can be a better leader, how you can earn more respect in your field, in your office, with your management, with your sales leads, think about what you can do to be more trustworthy and to show that trustworthiness, to be more confident and competent and to show it, and to be more assertive and stand up for what you really believe. Thank you for watching. Tomorrow I'll be back with more, but for now, go out there and show some authority. See you next time. Bye.